Harris lightens up on Trump. Democrats have portrayed former President Donald Trump as a confusing boogeyman for 8 years, sometimes refusing to even mention his name. In Atlanta Friday night, Vice President Kamala Harris grinned when discussing Trump as a 10,000-person crowd cheered. Harris was excited to tell the gathering she knew him from her prosecutorial days. She criticized Trump for blocking a bipartisan border solution, saying he does not walk it as he talks it. She cited Quavo's book. She smiled as she challenged Trump to debate her, enjoying her largest applause line. "If you have something to say," Harris added as the crowd screamed, "say it to my face. Forget the Enlightenment." Harris is eager to lead her party into the age of lightening up by portraying herself as a cheerful warrior willing to tear him down and ground the language surrounding him. Harris sometimes used Trump as a punchline, but in other moments she listed concrete freedoms under attack from the former president, including the right to vote and the right of a woman to make decisions about her own body, a line she almost seemed to point to herself. Her effervescent demeanor contrasted with Trump's hostile visit at the National Association of Black Journalists this afternoon, where he yelled at reporters and claimed Harris was not black. Michael Tyler, her campaign's communications director, responded, "All Donald Trump needs to do is stop playing games and actually show up to the debate on September 10th. Harris's approach differs from President Biden's loftier concerns about Trump's threats to the republic. Democratic sources feel the change was long overdue. Voters have been told for years to do what they need to do out of fear," said progressive strategist Rebecca Katz. The Kamala Harris campaign is giving voters something to vote for, which hasn't happened in a while. Unhinged to bizarre. Biden used warnings about Trump's mass deportations, revenge, and damage to democracy to build his case against him. Biden detailed the Capitol riot on January 6, 2021, at one of his final presidential campaign meetings in Detroit this month before terrifyingly invoking a second term for the former president. "Trump is suddenly more dangerous. I'm serious. He's insane," he snapped, Biden told the gathering. He says a bloodbath will follow a loss. For a deeply unpopular candidate, Republican strategist Eric Wilson advised instilling fear of Trump. Harris took advantage Tuesday. Megan Thee Stallion performed, saying, "Let's get it done, hotties." Her squad wanted to heighten the fun. Harris never mentioned January 6. She branded Trump weird, delighting the crowd and magnifying an attack that has swept her party as a simple and powerful response to opponents who have called Democrats names for years. "The most successful assaults are when presented in plain English and hits the point," said Bill Clinton Democratic strategist Doug Sosnick. He continued, "Both are true in this case." Democrats say the weird phrasing calmed their anxieties of Trump and MAGA. Republicans warned that those attacks could backfire. Republican strategist Tyler Brown warned that it had faint echoes of Hillary Clinton's leaked comment that Trump supporters were a basket of deplorables. Trump challenges Harris's race in Chicago. In front of black journalists on Wednesday, former President Donald Trump suggested Vice President Kamala Harris had used her race to achieve political benefit. "She was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person," he said of Harris, whose mother was Indian American, father is black, and who has always identified as black. Harris has long accepted her black and South Asian identities. She joined the nation's first black college sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, at Howard University. Her early 2000s electoral successes featured both identities in headlines. The Chicago National Association of Black Journalists crowd gasped and jeered at Trump's words. The former president sparred with reporters about diversity initiatives, repeated falsehoods about a variety of topics, and claimed the audience he was the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln, making his appearance one of the most odd of the campaign.